Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Justina and here I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you through my DIYs. As you see by today's title, I have the best DIY furniture makeover for you today. I had a blast making over my own furniture. That is why it is for free, because everything I had on hand already. I didn't buy anything new for any of these DIYs, and I hope that gives you inspiration to give some of your old pieces a new makeover. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you stick around. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below. It is totally free. Plus, I would love for you to be part of our virtual art family. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's video, but don't forget to smash up that thumbs up button. It really does help out my channel. With all of that being said, let's see how I turn some of my really old furniture into something brand new. And as always, let's art today. For my first makeover DIY project, I have this really nice wooden side table. I've had this for so many years and I finally am around to making it over that it desperately needs. It has a bunch of watermarks, scratches, and a stain into the drawer. Now this is really nice heavy duty wood and I am going to start off by sanding it all down. I don't remember which sandpaper I started off with. Like I said, I'm going to use whatever I have on hand. I'm not buying anything new. This is just what I have. And as you see here, I have my little helper making sure that I do everything correctly and is sunbathing. For this piece of furniture, this is actually going into my oldest child's room. They're going for a retro vintage type of decor. So I need to sand this whole piece down. I make sure to get the top, the sides, and also into that little cubby hole as you see in the front, and then I will start working on the drawer. I do take that out so that I can work on it thoroughly as well. I first start by removing the handle in front of the drawer. Now this piece is really old, so getting those screws out took a little bit of time at first just to loosen them up, but after they were loosened, I got it out just using a basic screwdriver. I will place the handle off to the side so that I can start working on the drawer itself. I will start by sanding the whole thing completely, and I do the top of the drawer, the sides of the drawer, and even some of the inside of the drawer as well. After everything was nice and sanded down to my liking, I did go in with a nice damp cloth and I cleaned up all of the dust and debris. I did this twice to make sure that I got everything off of the dresser or the little side table so that nothing mixed in with the paint when I started to paint it. To start off, I am going to start painting with some leftover paint that I've had on hand. This will go perfectly with my child's decor, and I'm just painting the outer edges of the drawer on the sides, if that makes any sense. I want to see this colored paint when you pull out the drawer, and it's gonna look so adorable. I do and give each layer about 3 coats of paint to make sure that everything is nice and opaque and everything is adhered down. Now normally this color is teal, but it's coming more on camera as an aqua blue. Maybe it's just the way I'm seeing it, but it is more of a teal color and it does dry a little bit darker. Next, I'm going in with this really nice bright orange. This also goes with my eldest home decor that they're going for this year, and it is totally adorable and I really like it. So for the rest of the dresser or the side table, I will use this orange. I will paint the top of the piece, the sides of the pieces, and also the top of the drawer as you saw. And once again, I do give everything about 3 coats of paint. After everything had time to completely dry, I wanted to give the top of this dresser a nice checkered look. So I just found this piece of plastic in my crafting stash, and this was like the perfect size to make the little checkered parts on top of it. Now you can't really see the checkered piece because I am using an orange Sharpie, just so that if I make a mistake, it is easy to cover up, and I will start filling in that checker pattern. The color I'm using to fill in the checker pattern is that same teal color that I use for the outside of the drawers, and I'm just going to fill it in using a really small paintbrush. This does take quite some time, but I love doing little details like this onto furniture and onto a lot of my projects. Remember, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below. It is totally free, and don't forget to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you every time I upload a new video. Plus, I would love for you to be part of our virtual art family. I will continue filling up all of the checkered pieces and then wait for that to completely dry. After everything was completely dry, here is how the little side table turned out. I absolutely love it. Now, I didn't show you, but I did paint the handle the same teal and the inside of this little side table also, just to give more of a contrast with this side table or dresser, whatever you want to call it. But I think it's absolutely so adorable, and it goes perfectly in their new retro vintage room. They absolutely love it, and I just loved how they decorated it, and it looks super cute. Something so easy, once again totally free because it was going on its way to the trash, but I gave it a new life. For my next makeover, it really took minutes to do. I have these two side tables that I bought at Five Below, I believe, a couple years prior, and they have been used for outside plant tables. Now, I wanted to actually use them for end tables in my youngest room, but it didn't fit their decor, so I took some blue Rust-Oleum satin spray paint and I gave it 2 coats using this nice aqua blue. This took minutes to do. Like I said, I gave everything about 2 coats. I did give it a light sanding on the top just because it still had some of the sticky residue, but look how it turned out. I absolutely love it. And once again, like I said, I'm using it as side tables in my youngest room, and here's how it looks up against their bed. I absolutely love it, and this is super easy and affordable to do, even if you don't have the paint or the table on hand. This next makeover has to be hands down my favorite. We had this coffee table for a couple years now, and we literally found it in the trash can. It was sitting off to the side, however, it was totally free to begin with, and as you see here, somebody did try to DIY it before with using some brown paint. So we took it in and we wanted to use it for my kids so that they can paint on and use it for a little crafting table, but over the years we used it more and more as a coffee table, and it is starting to look really run down. The paint started chipping and it was beginning to be a really eyesore, and it didn't really go with our home, so that is what we are going to transform it today so that it looks better with our home decor. The first thing I needed to do was sand down all of the top piece. Now, I knew I wasn't going to sand down the legs. I tried to take off the legs and it just wasn't working out. Some of the screws were screwed in too tight, and some of the legs kind of look like if I pushed too hard they were going to snap. So just to save some money, I'm just sanding the top, and I will spray paint the bottom, as you will see later. Now, the people who had painted this before had used many layers of this brown paint, so it was really hard to get every single bit off. However, I did sand it down so that everything was nice and smooth and that I would have a smooth surface. So you do see some of the paint still on there. However, everything is nice and smooth and it looks like one solid piece. But I am going to cover that anyways. I'm going in once again with paint that I had on hand, which is this really nice white, and I'm giving everything about 3 coats using this paint. Now, originally I wanted to paint the legs first, however, it started to rain, so I brought the coffee table inside, and that's why I'm starting with the top piece. Here's how it looks after 1 coat of paint, and it is the next day, which was the only time I had to actually take it out and start spray painting the bottom. So I took that chance. I am going in with this flat Rust-Oleum spray paint, and I'm going to spray the bottom of the table using this spray paint. I do give it about 2 coats so that everything was coated and looked really nicely. This did take about a couple of hours to completely dry. However, I got this done in one day, which was really nice because later that night it started to rain again. So I only had a little bit of a open opportunity, and I was so happy that I got it done. After that had time to completely dry, I did bring it back inside to start working on the top portion once again. Here's how it looks after 3 coats of that white paint, and it looks so nice. Now I'm taking some of my washi tape because I ran out of painter's tape, and I'm making the lines on top of my table because I'm going to give this coffee table a nice striped look. I did measure out beforehand where I needed to put the tape, and I really liked using this washi tape because it was really pliable and it really didn't let the paint that's going on top of it leak underneath. I just really needed to push down firmly, and everything held out nicely, especially when I was removing the tape. It made those nice crisp lines. Next, as you see here, I'm just putting little X's of where not to paint because sometimes I get confused and I just need a visual of where not to paint. As you see here, I'm going in with a black paint now, and I'm painting in those stripes. And once again, I do give everything about 3 coats of paint. Once I was done with that, I did take it outside and sprayed it with some sealer, and here's how it looks. I absolutely love it. It's so funny because when my dad came to visit me, he was like, "Ooh, a Beetlejuice table. I love it," which is super cute, and this really goes with our home decor. I would love to know what you think about this table down below. Once again, here's how it looks after it was nice and decorated. I don't really think this is how I'm going to leave it. However, it really does bring a smile to my face. This is my favorite part of today's DIYs, and it just looks so good. I really loved how it turned out. Once again, here is a quick overview of all of the furniture that I made over in today's video. I really hope you enjoyed today's video because I had a blast making over each one of these pieces. Now I know some of them were really simple and some of them had a lot of details, but I hope this gives you inspiration to maybe make over a piece of furniture in your house so it doesn't end up in the trash. Remember, if you are new here and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope you do that today. All you have to do is click on that big red subscribe button down below. It is totally free, but make sure you click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you every time I upload a new video. Plus, I would love for you to be part of our virtual art family. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you give this video a big thumbs up. It really does help out my channel, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Now, if you would like to help support my channel a little bit more so I can make better content for you, don't forget to check out my Buy Me a Coffee page. The link is down in the description box below. And if you want to see more pictures of the DIYs that I do, don't forget to visit my other socials. Those links are in the description box below as well. If you would like to see more DIYs like this or more furniture makeovers, let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. I really do enjoy this time that we get to spend together, and as always, I will see you in the next one.